Welcome to episode 1 of Series 1 in FC25, and we are going to be going Wrexham in League 1. I want to just say thank you for all the support through the Community Hub. Obviously, it was your choice on who we selected, and the majority was Wrexham. The budget will be 2.3 million in the transfer window for Wrexham, so not a huge amount of money, but that's what we'll be going with. Of course, ultimate difficulty on 3-minute halves, and the Youth Academy will also be 3-minute halves. Development-wise, it's going to be normal, and the trading plan will trial the new auto and manual. With the transfer window, we will disable the first window, so we are just going to go with the squad that's currently available in real life, and we'll evaluate where we sit by January. Looking at the board expectations, Youth Academy within 2 seasons have at least one player from the Youth Academy sign in the first season and play at least 30% of games. Get 10 wins at home matches this season. Within 2 seasons, increase your club worth by 50% through player sales and competition prizes. And domestic success, we want to be fighting for promotion and reach round 16 of the FA Cup. So a lot to go in the first season. It's going to be a challenging one, but we'll see how we end up at the end of the season. Now let's get into the team management. A lot to do there. Obviously, there's been some enhancement to career mode and what we can do tactically with the squad. We will be going with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow structure, and then we're going to run with Mullen and Marriott up front, Lee as the cam, Kennan and Rathbone in the centre midfield position. Dobson will play the centre defensive mid, and then O'Connell, Cleworth in the centre-back position. On the wings at the back will be McLean and Barrett. So with the transfer window closed, this will be the squad that we'll be going with up until January. And then, of course, throughout the year, we'll evaluate who we need to potentially upgrade and then get ourselves prepared for January. Now, with the coaches, we are using a custom tactics. So it's basically the play style that I think will be best suited for us. So everyone's going to be on bronze at the moment, but they will develop over time. So I'm happy to, grind that part out of the coaching kind of situation. Now, Youth Academy is going to be massive for us in this series. We have 2 million in the budget for the transfer, so we're going to rely on these young talent to either sell or fight for a position in the number 1 squad. What we will do, though, is we're going to actually clear out the whole Youth Academy. We are going to start fresh, so we'll send out some scouts, and basically we're going to clean house here, which means we'll only target areas that we want to be targeting, positions that we want to be targeting, and sign the people that we see potentially a future at Wrexham, or potentially where we could buy, develop, and then sell on once they get to a certain level. Being that in this series, if a big club comes for one of our superstar players, we will allow them to be transferred out. So we won't be able to hold on to superstar talent throughout this series. And I think that's the realism of being at Wrexham. You're not going to have Mbappe playing for Wrexham or something along those lines, or a Haaland. So if we find a Youth Academy player that is to that level and develops to that superstar status, and Real Madrid or Man City or Arsenal come knocking, we'll obviously go and let him go and obviously reap some of that financial benefit. Now, with the scouting for Youth Academy players, there's a new added kind of specialty to it, where you get to pick 4 positions and then 3 focus roles, being that each individual player has a certain role that they can play. So we will be going poacher for the striker position, and with the centre midfield position, of course, we're going to go box to box, but we might also look at either half winger or deep line playmaker, being that that's the play styles that we currently have. We can only pick 3, so while we've got 4 positions, it only allows you to pick 3 of the focus points. Now let's have a look if we can potentially pick up a second scout. We can't. The budget doesn't allow it. We are $450 off being able to pick up Mads from Denmark. So we are only going to have the 1 scout for the Youth Academy. for this point, but this is where we could potentially get that money that we need to potentially send out that second scout, and that's going to be in this European International Cup pre-season. It's 3 matches, and ultimately we need to win every single one of these if we are to take out that prize money. As mentioned, we're going to go Mullen and Marriott up front. You've got Lee in the cam position. And then we've got on the back line, you've got McLean, O'Connell, Clearworth and Barrett. Now in the centres, we'll have Rathbone, Cannon and Dobson. So a quality squad, definitely one that's going to, push their claim for promotion. It's just a matter of what positions we need to potentially upgrade throughout the season to get ourselves ready for that fight for that top spot, and then potentially beyond from there. Got Rathbone with the ball at the moment down to Barrett. Will chip over the top to Marriott. Unfortunately, runs straight into the defender on that one. Defensively coming up there. Rathbone. Dobson. Got Lee as well pushing up with Mullen. Dobson pushing up. They're definitely enjoying the pass along the back line at the moment. They're making it more challenging. We've just got to put the pressure on. Ball goes wide here. Almost picked that one up. Keep putting the pressure on. Barrett sliding in. Couldn't get to him. Mullen's going to have to slide across here. Nice defensive pressure there by Mullins. Kennon's got the ball. Gets it to Mullen. Shot there, but unfortunately both of them, Barry and Mullen, both stopped there. Would have been potentially a goal scoring opportunity there, but wasn't the best. Corner here. Oh, O'Connell. Don't worry about a goal scoring opportunity between the strikers. The big man gets the first here for Wrexham. Off the corner there of McLean. Puts it into the middle of the box. He goes up above 2 defenders. The new graphics of FC 25 here, and bounces it straight past the keeper's hands. We pick up the first here. Now, it looks like Hercules is definitely liking to pass it along the back line. So it's all about pressure, what we can do in defence, potentially with our front 4. So we'll see what we can do. Mullen pushing up there, gets aggressive but couldn't pick the right side on that one. McLean's going to have to slide here. Ball goes back. Mullen. McLean's pushing up. Same with Dobson. So many passes at the moment. They're going to make a mistake if they keep going. Lee pushing up here. Mullen choose the wrong player on that one. McLean. Dobson. Cannon having a slide across here. Dobson's going to have to push across with McLean. And again, they're just going backwards here. It's an interesting game plan, that's for sure. Ball goes wide, it's clean advantage at the moment. Ball straight through the middle there, across the floor. Nice play there from Dobson. Clears it out. Got Mullen with the ball. He finds Lee. He's got Marriott. Chip over the front there, but it just wasn't the cleanest. A little bit shaky to start this match. This is obviously our first game with Wrexham, so we're learning each player's kind of style and how they kind of play with the ball. And at the moment, the game plan of our opponent is pass, pass, pass. They just love passing across the back line here at the moment. So we're going to go into the half, but that's an interesting first match so far in the first half. There was a lot of ball getting passed along that back line. We were able to get him to make a mistake, almost scored an opportunity off it, and then obviously the corner in the 18th minute for O'Connell put us in that 1 point advantage. Let's see if they change the strategy in the second, but if not, we will put the pressure on. Same with Marriott trying to do the same there. pushing up here. Oh, we miscue on that one. Barrett. Or Barnett, sorry, not Barrett. Marriott unfortunately missed on that one. There we go, Rathbone with the steal. Down to Mullen here. Steps around the outside. Gets close. Shot. Unfortunately saved by the keeper. 54th minute here. They don't look like they're going to score anytime soon with their play style. Mullen with the ball. Steps. Gets on the outside here. Goes short. There we go. Second goal, 57th minute. Mullen gets that 2-point buffer. As mentioned, it does not look like they're going to score anytime soon. But this just gives us that little bit of a buffer going into the remainder of the match. Let's see if they change the strategy now with obviously being behind 2 points at the moment. It's just an interesting play style. I haven't seen it before. But that's one of the things they've been talked about with FC 25, where not every play style is the same. So this could be, some teams might play this way where it's reserved around the back line. And obviously they're waiting for an opportunity, and we've been able to suffocate that and not let them kind of make any breaks past that halfway point. I'll be interested to see how that plays out throughout the series. But Dobson sliding across here. Barnett. Rathbone. Marriott pushing down. Gets the ball here, Marriott. He's got Mullen on the inside. Gets it at Mullen. Shot. Going for his second there. Most of this attacking flow from us is counter-attack after getting a defensive steal. It's a bit of an interesting way to open up the series. Feels like we're playing just a lot of defence there. Cannon gets a steal down to Mullen. Shot. Just wide. But looking dangerous at least with the steals and the counter-attack. Substitution for them. We potentially will do a switch ourselves and bring on Bolton for Barnett. Give a bit of game time for them, see how they play. Ball goes out, Bolton gets up there, Rathbone. Unfortunately the pass wasn't the best. Lee's sliding across here, miscues. Now they take the ball over the halfway line and start moving it. They're going backwards once again. Rathbone, push it up. Drags them back over the line. It's interesting, that's for sure. 87th minute. No real opportunity there. Marriott finds Mullen. Down to Lee. Tries to find Mullen again. And that's going to be it for the first one. We do get the victory 2-0. Obviously, there was no chance for them to score in that one, but that is one of the most interesting gameplays I've witnessed in FIFA or FC. And you have a look at that possession, 16% us, 84% them. That is just absolutely crazy, and we got 2 points out of it in that 16% possession. So a wild opener, but I'm sure this next one's not going to be that dramatic with the conservative play. That's for sure. We are going to go with that main lineup once again. Mullen, Marriott up front, Rathbone, Kennan and Dobson in the middle with Lee. And in the back line, Barnett, McLean, O'Connell and Clearworth. Obviously O'Connell got the goal to open it for Wrexham. We get the 3 points. We need another 3 here. And another 3 in the third match of this episode. It's interesting to see how this team will play their gameplay. As mentioned, we were talking about the tactics are different. They've made it so each team has its own tactics so you're going to be versing a different play style each game. I think that could be, one of the greatest additions to the career mode and FIFA or FC 25. So I'm excited to see what they potentially get out of that, and if they can keep fine-tuning it along the way. I think it can only get better from there. McLean with the ball down the middle here. Dobson, that's a beautiful pass through to Mullen. Good chip over the top. Unfortunately, just a little bit too far forward. Mullen trying to get underneath. He does well. Marriott with the ball. Unfortunately, loses it. The combination of Marriott and Mullen up front, that's going to be a bit of a trial. We've got obviously Ollie Palmer as well on the bench. And we are scouting some youth academy players as well that could potentially pick up a striking position. We're going to need points, and both of them are in their late 20s as well, so I thought we would have defended that a lot better than we did. We are down one here. Mega 15 metres out. Strasbourg, unfortunately, get the first here. Now we've got to switch on here. That's a poor pass there from Clearworth. Nice play there from Dobson. He's been great in defence, but that's a poor pass out of that counter attack as well. Kennan sliding across here, trying to get in front of it. Nice play here from Kennan. He's doing well. Gets the ball back, but it's going to be a penalty. I'm going to surely put it in the box here. They will. No, I think it's up there. Big play the ball here to Rathbone. He's got Marriott with him. Just letting him to run up the line. Traps the ball there. Not how you want to be playing that. We'll get the ball back here. Rathbone. Gets the ball down to Dobson. Down to Mullen. Ball down to Barnett. We'll chip into the box. Marriott underneath it. Doesn't get clean one. Kennan with an absolute cannon. That was close. The wind actually pushed it to the left there. It's an interesting addition there. You got wind 29 kilometres at the moment. So that plays a big part in this as well. I'm liking what this FC has brought this year. Just something a little bit different. Marriott with the ball. And there we go. We tied all up. 41 minutes in. A nice ball down to him into the box. And pressure on pressure. Rathbone finds his striker. Keeper comes out and he just puts it into the left side of the net. Now can we defend up here before the break? Love to get a second before the break. First goal for Marriott as well. Hopefully a big season for him. Nice save there from Arthur. This looks like the last potential play of the half. We're in extra time at the moment. We will do a switch out here. Barnett go off for Bolton. So we'll give him a little bit more game time, Bolton, to see how he plays on that right back position. Clearance here, O'Connell. And he does well. Oh, if only we had a bit of extra time there. Bolton was wide open to potentially bolt for it. Bit of missing in action there. Bakwa. It's always nervous when they bring that up because generally they have a better second half. Nice steal there, Clearworth. Down to Bolton. It's going to be a beautiful pass down to Marriott here. Unfortunately, couldn't get underneath it. Mullen down to Rathbone here. Back to Mullen. We'll chip over to Marriott. Fights for it. So close. Looking dangerous though. Ball needs to go a little wide here. Bakwa has got the ball, but Cannon comes across. Cannon pushing up there, but Mullen fights for it. Again, we just don't pick it up. Can we do here? Throw in. Cannon brings it back to Dobson. Finds Rathbone. Goes through the line here, Rathbone. Oh, there we go. Marriott pounces on that one. It was a beautiful line there from Rathbone. A great pass in from Dobson. Gets on the outside of his defender. Tries to shoot it across the body of the keeper. He gets a hand to it, and Marriott, like a good striker does, stays aggressive and pounces on that one. Ball into the middle here. Lee. Gonna have to push across here. Bolton. And there we have it. It's going to be offside. We will do a switch out here as well. We'll give Scar an opportunity. Obviously a new recruit to Wrexham, the number 24. So we'll switch out Clearworth for Scar and see how he plays for the remainder. He's got about roughly 30 minutes left of gameplay. Ball into the middle for Dobson. Down to Mullen. Ball back here to Cannon. To Mullen. Potentially should pass that through. Marriott was probably wide open on that one. Hesitation. Let's see what we can do here for the corner. Cleanest. Cannon's got the ball here. Sets himself. Yes! With a cannon from outside the box. Settles it. And what a ripper of a shot that was. Have a look at this. Settles the ball. Taps it in front. And just absolutely hits a screamer into that top right pocket. Just past the defender's arm. And that gives us the 2-point buffer here. Late 70th minute. Looking dangerous off corners at the moment. Either header or the second chance play. And that's Cannon's first goal of this season. Obviously pre-season at the moment. Ball over the top here. Taps it down. Got Lee with the ball. Unfortunately, he gets taken out on that one. Ball back into the middle. Lee looks to be injured. Hopefully not too bad. But he's running around at the moment, so it could just be a niggle. Ball down the middle here. Got to defend up. Nice play there from Scar. Gets in front. No, it's O'Connell. Bolton. Ball down the side. Doesn't pass it well there, Bolton. But gets back there defensively. Tries to slow the play down. Little chip over the top. O'Connell. Defensive play on that one. The big man. Currently still got the 2-point buffer and we're going in extra time, so this should be another 3 points here. Shot over the top there. Scar clears it out there to McLean. There's the whistle. So 2 big victories here. We'll have a look at the ladder before we get into the third match, but I'm sure it's going to be tight at the top of the ladder. So we're going to need to win the third match. 58-42 split on possession, and Marriott, of course, outmanned the match with a 9.8. He was phenomenal. Now let's have a look at where we are. We're obviously versus Melendez, and we have a look there. We're currently tied with a 1-point goal differential, so it's close up there. We need a victory, and we need a victory with a few points on that one. So let's see how we go once again with that lineup of Mullen and Marriott up front. Hasn't produced a huge amount of goals with the two strikers. Marriott, obviously, a bit of form there, scoring his first, and then the second was being in the right place at the right time, being active. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two combinations work. We've got Mullen in a false nine, so he's playing a little bit of a playmaker as well as getting in there in scoring possibilities. So ultimately, it's going to be interesting how they both kind of complement themselves and each other on that one. Ball goes down here, Barnett. Hopefully it's not another one that loves to pass the ball backwards. Marriott trying to get up there aggressively, unable to do so. It's an interesting play style at the moment. Marriott trying to get in front of that one, just couldn't do so. Lee pushing up. So with Marriott trying to get across. And Rathbone cuts it off there. Finds Lee. Down to Mullen. Just couldn't get the shot away there, Mullen. Probably should have tried to take it with Lee instead. I think we're trying to find the perfect shooting angle, and sometimes you just got to take a shot. Case in point, that Kennan shot from outside the box. It wasn't the best position. I took it, and he absolutely found the space for it. And Lee with the steal here. He's got the time. Gets it down to Marriott. We have it. The first 19 minutes in. Defence turned into attack. The back line once again getting a little bit too creative with their passing. And our front four pounce on it with Lee and Marriott combining. All across the back line here. We've got Mullen sliding across. Kennan as well. Almost got that one. That was close. Mullen having a push up here. Ricochet, but he just doesn't pick it up, unfortunately. He gets wrong-footed, but it gets back there, Mullen. Lee, beautiful pass down to Marriott. Just trying to slow it down, waiting for someone to run with it. Rathbone gets through the line, but the ball wasn't the cleanest. Barnett. The shot attempt would have been better. He's just running along the line there. Get the ball back here with Rathbone. Get another attempt here. Dobson. Marriott here. Shot. That was close. That's what we want to see. Those half chances, we just got to try and take them. Not trying to get into the perfect position. Clearworth defensively coming up there. Nice play. 38 minutes in here. We're currently up one. Clearworth with the steal here. Marriott. Unfortunately, the pass was a little wide, but we get the ball back here. Rathbone. Down to Kennan. Pass to Mullen. And again, cut off in the last second. Paranda. Passing the ball back here. And that's going to be the first half. We currently got that 1 point advantage. So at the moment, we are 2 points clear of second place on for and against, depending on how they played as well. So we'll find that out at the end of the match. But for now, we currently are in the position to get that 3 points and a vital 3 points on that one. We have done a bit of a switch out as well. We're bringing on Fal for Mullen. So we want to give him an opportunity to showcase what he can do. And Marriott with the beautiful steal here. He's got defenders all around him. Pushing through. And he finds the top left pocket. Marriott starting to find his form. 2 in the last game, 2 in this one. Defence turned into attack. We're talking about Fal coming on the field there. But that was all Marriott. Pushing through. Defence pushing up. Almost got a foot to that one. We delayed it a little bit too late, I think, on that one. Bit of a hard stopper. Ball goes wide here. Rathbone with the steal. Down to Marriott. Was hoping foul, ran a line there with a little chip over the top, but it didn't work out that way. McLean. Ball through to Rathbone here. Back to foul. Shot. Not the cleanest shot attempt on that one. Ball goes wide here. Dobson sliding. Almost got the steal on that one. Got Rathbone pushing up. He's been phenomenal this pre-season. Obviously a new recruit to Wrexham. Having a great start to his career here. Lee pushing up there as well. Ball goes wide here. Almost got that one. Nice steal there. Rathbone. Pushing through the line. Want to foul to make a line here. Take the shot attempt, but it just got blocked at the last second. We did have Marriott on the right there, but I really wanted to try and set up the young kid to see what he can do. But another block shot. We're going to do a switch out here. We're going to bring on George Evans for Andy Kennan. Ball into the box here. Underneath it, Clearworth, but unfortunately straight over the top. The winds at the moment at 31 kilometres an hour probably helped that one sail over the top there. Bale with the ball here, trying to fight off the defender, unable to do so. Great play there. Clearworth, it's going to be a penalty, unfortunately. McLean pushing up here, trying to stay aggressive. Lee as well. Almost got the ball there, but he trips over. Recon pushing it back there. Foul's going to have to push up as well. Oh, almost got that one. The defensive pressure here from the front four. It's bound to make a mistake soon. Lee pushing across. Rathbone. There we go. Rathbone. Big long ball down to Marriott. They should hit her across the ground instead. With the wind, it just absolutely sailed into the sky there, giving defenders enough time to get across. It's a big addition this season to FC 25. With the wind, you're just seeing the ball sail a lot more. So those little crosses over the top or little chips over the top are going to get a little bit of a lift, and you've got to be wary of that depending on which way you're running on the field. But we do pick up the victory here. 2 points in this one, obviously 3 points in the tournament. 31-69 split in possession. So they were conservative, but they weren't as bad as the first team. Now let's have a look here. How did we go in the tournament? And it has come up official. We won the European International Cup title. So we pick up that 1 million. That is phenomenal. That's exactly what we wanted. Potentially gives us some money to spend here on scouts and potential even coaches as well. So that's a massive win for us on that one. So the board says congratulations on the win. Fantastic. Gave us great exposure. We expect our entire organisation to feel the benefit. Here's the 1,050,000. And that, like I mentioned, we're going to go straight to the Youth Academy to see what we could potentially pick up in the Youth Academy. And that is to be scouting some more players for that one. So the scout that we will potentially look to do is going to be in Wales. So we want to first off see if we can pick up someone, and we can. So let's not jump too far ahead of ourselves. So we did pick up someone for 1.7 million, and we will look to go for Wales, obviously home country of Wrexham. So we want to potentially get some homegrown talent into the squad, and hopefully that can help us retain some of the players moving forward. Now, what we will be looking at is a left back and a right back. Two positions that I think is critical. We've got McLean, who's aging, and then obviously Barnett and Bolton, who, while good, they're only in their low 60s at the moment. So we're going to scout both of them to be attacking wing backs, and we'll see what potentially comes out of the scouts for Wales. So that will be sent off, and we'll need to wait a month for that one. Now, that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button, as it does help the channel grow. And if you're new around here, make sure you hit subscribe so you get all the latest of this series of Wrexham League 1 to Premier League here in FC 25. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.